Yo, what's happening, man? It's Bad Edge Matt. You know what time it is. Hey, listen, topic of the day. If you had to go back to high school, right? So, because I was a member of the 2003 6A Florida football state champion. Shout out to me. So, if you had to go back and you can get paid for your services, how would you feel about that? Would you make the same decisions?
MacTheDJ.Com. Stupid.
Yep, so welcome back to another episode. Hey, really quick, you know what I'm saying? Something went down. It was historic in the great state of Florida. Shout out to Florida. As of June 4th, 2024, the Florida High School Athletic Association, maybe, I don't know, whoever the powers may be, has decided to allow for the young men and women that play athletics for the high schools in Florida to receive NIL deals. If you don't know what NIL, what a NIL deal is, NIL stands for name, image, and likeness. This was created a few years ago as a result of a lawsuit filed by Ed O'Bannon to the NCAA over a video game. They stopped making the video game, and the video game does come back next month. Yeah, so NIL stands for name, image, and likeness, and it's how players are supposed to get paid nowadays, I guess. So like if you're a Toyota and you want the star quarterback of the University of Miami to promote your car, you give him $10,000 in a free car and he could do that. Back in the day, if you gave him a hamburger, he would be deemed ineligible back in the day. But with name, image, and likeness, it allows the kids to get paid for their name, their image, and their likeness. When they sell jerseys, they can get money from the jersey sales. It didn't used to be like this. This is new. So that happened in college a few years ago, and as of today, it looks to be happening in the state of Florida. So let's take a look at what they said. Let's see. Because I don't know the details. I read along with y'all. It's official. High school athletes in the state of Florida, so is that all athletes or just football, will now be able to legally sign NIL deals starting 2025, so this upcoming year. Let's scroll through it real quick. What is page 36? I'll read the highlighted parts. Let's see. I don't know. Can y'all see this very well? I don't know. Hold on one second. Let me see. Okay, maybe I can't read it that well. I'll read it to y'all. Don't worry about it. I'll read it to y'all. Let's see. 9.9.41 name, image, and likeness agreement. An NIL agreement is fully executed. It's a fully executed written contract that allows for a student athlete to profit from or be compensated for promoting, partnering, and or representing product endorsements and other activities as defined in the FHSAA bylaws. So, the FHSAA, Florida High School Athletic Association, is the people who tell people what they can and cannot do, if you're eligible, if you're not eligible, And basically what they're saying is you can receive NIL deals, but based off what we say is an NIL deal. That's what I read, so that's a big deal. Let's go to the next page. Let's see. Representatives of a school's athletic interest, no school employee, athletic department staff member, or representative of school's athletic interest, including athletic booster or booster clubs and NIL collectives, which include but are not limited to groups, organizations, or cooperative enterprises that exist to collect funds for donors or businesses to help facilitate NIL deals of student athletes and or create ways for athletes to monetize from their NIL, may form, direct, offer, provide, or otherwise engage in activity outlined by the bylaws. So that was a lot of words. What that sounds like to me is, hey, y'all can't they're gonna try to say you guys can't recruit players based off of you having a connection with a business or you having a booster club and you're gonna pay this player to come to your school. They're trying to word that, hey, you directly are not going to be able to influence these players from playing or paying these players. They're trying to say they're aiming for the NIL to be a more organic situation, like what I just said with Toyota and the star quarterback, as opposed to, your school has a booster club or your school has an alumni association, and the alumni association say, hey, we're gonna pay this player to come. Ooh, they're trying to like refrain from that. Is what I'm reading. Let's go to the next joint. I don't mean to bore y'all. Oh, is this in this joint? 1, 2. Oh, I done skipped some stuff. I think that's it. Oh, okay, that's the front. Yeah. So this is a big deal. You know what I mean? Because in the state of Florida, back in the 80s when the crack money was out and rampant, you know what I'm saying? People were getting paid sometimes to do certain things. There were bounties, like where Luke spoke about on the Kane's documentary joint. Like, you do something good, the dope man might give you. That never happened for me. I wasn't that good, and I wasn't around in the 80s. But I'm assuming people been getting paid in high school sports at some particular point in time and whatever. Now, when I called everybody, I said, what you think? What you think? How you feel? Everybody's sentiment was almost identical. Everybody believes that all the private schools are going to monopolize all the talent. Which makes a lot of sense. They already kind of did that. So, down here in South Florida, we got American Heritage, we got St. Thomas, we got Chaminade, Madonna. Hey, listen, when I was in school, Chaminade won a state championship. I don't even know if American Heritage was around. St. Thomas probably had something going on. I wouldn't know. They always had like a few players, a Woot Woot, and also my Signal Pace, which is in Miami. They always had a few players, but I can't really recall them just having these super stacked teams. But in the year 2024, hey, nigga, collegiate team. So what everybody's guessing what's going to happen is the private schools have the alumni base. The private schools have the rich alumni, and they're going to come together, fund. They're going to get kids there based off the scholarship, and they're going to pay them money to be there. So they're going to say, hey, well, you're going to get a better education, and you're going to get $20,000 a year to promote this. So I have two things about that. So one, my first, outside of the fact that all the private schools are gonna privatize or whatever the case may be, my first reaction from that is like, it's almost like they're trying to privatize high school sports, right? So when you look at the advent of charter schools and the advent of private schools, is the government is trying to get itself out of the business of schooling y'all's kids. I don't know if y'all noticed that. So they're gonna get all these charter schools, all these woo-de-woo, these you could do school from home, because they really don't want y'all kids in them schools. They're trying to get the kids. They're trying to get your kids' educations to be your responsibility. That's what the government been doing, at least since COVID, trying to separate. And it seems like they're doing the same thing with sports. They're trying to privatize schooling and sports. So like, you already kind of don't see a lot of kids in public schools. You see schools closing down in metropolis cities like South Florida. You're probably gonna see a lot more of that in South Florida. Like when I was growing up, all the schools was competitive. Today, and these are hood schools in Miami, all competitive. Today, maybe two, three schools competitive at best. It's a lot different. And then my last question or topic, concern, or point of reference, I wonder, like, is this gonna trickle down to the coaches as well? I didn't see anything in there about coaches. I didn't really see anything in here about coaches. I don't know. Because the reason why I say that, because I don't know everybody's situation, I don't know everybody's money, but if I recall, back in the day, the high school coaches were actual employees of the school. They would be some type of teacher, some type of admin, and then they'll get like a small stipend, a couple stacks to coach football or to coach any other sports or whatever. But I'm like, okay, well, if the kids could get paid, are the coaches gonna get paid as well? as I understand it, here in South Florida, compared to other big places of football like on Texas and California, like our coaches are severely underpaid compared to especially Texas, because Texas got the huge stadiums. They take high school football very serious, as do we. The only difference is they put money behind high school football, as we don't. So I don't know. Anyways, how do y'all feel about the situation? If I can go back to high school and if I could get paid to play football, I would have most definitely went for it. I ain't saying I was broke in high school, but I had a couple hundred. You know what I'm saying? I really don't know if you could have got me to leave the school I graduated from, though. I'll be honest. Just because of the fact that that's like my family school. Historically, that's the school we went to. So I don't see myself leaving, but we could have struck a deal. But anyways, man, let me know what y'all think. And I appreciate everybody for liking, commenting, and screaming on video. I got one video almost to a stat. Y'all wish me luck, man. Hey, I'll see y'all next time. Y'all have a blessed and amazing day. God is good all the time. You better have said that.